All right, well, the project for today, today and tomorrow and the next day, however long it takes me to get it put together, is I want to take that 1.5-horse Hercules and belt it up to that corn sheller. Now this engine I've had for a while. It's been sitting for, oh hell, I don't know, 6 or 8 months since it's run last. I drained all the fuel out of it, put fresh fuel in it, it fired right up, and I ran it a little bit ago. It's running great. Topped off the grease cups, topped off the oil, and then I forgot to shut the oil back off after it got done, and you can see how much I've leaked out. So I guess I'd rather forget to shut it off than forget to turn it on, but I got a little bit of an oily mess in there. That's okay, it ain't hurting nothing. This sheller came from my grandfather, and he got it from somebody in one of the tractor clubs he was in. I'm not sure exactly the story on it, but I think that old boy that had it redone it. I wouldn't swear to that. I don't even know what brand this sheller is. Whoever redone it done a really good job. It's good, clean looking wood. It looks great. Grandpa's had it back in the barn for years. I've been admiring it for a number of years, and he just had a downsizing sale. There was a little bit of confusion between Dad and I. Neither one of us knew that the other guy wanted it. Well, Dad started bidding on it, and I wouldn't jump in, so Dad bought that. But he's going to let me belt it up and see if we can get it to work on that hit and miss engine. So I don't have a belt for it. A friend of mine said he's got some material. I think we're going to go over tomorrow and see about cutting a belt. I've got a pulley that I need to get mounted up. It takes a 5/16 key, so I need to round up some key stock. My wife ran up to Napa. Napa said they've got a piece of key stock laying there, so I'll get the pulley mounted up on that sucker, and I'll update you guys when I get a belt for it. Well, I guess you can see there's corn in the bottom there. Like I say, I've admired this thing for a number of years. I've turned the handle on it a few times over the years, but I've never run a piece of corn through it. I don't think Grandpa ever did either, so I think that's the first corn that's run through it in, shit, probably over a decade at least, I would imagine. So it run real good, or worked real good by hand cranking it. I'm very nervous about how fast. This is a small pulley, so I'm real happy about that. So we'll put the pulley on right there, and this pulley over here is a little bit larger, so I'm glad about that. If I have to, I may end up adding a bigger pulley or changing out this pulley to a bigger one. I'm afraid it's going to run it too fast, but we won't know until we hook it up. I don't have a tachometer to figure the speed. I could probably figure it out if I had to. I'm sure there's some kind of calculation somewhere online, or I could count this thing runs so slow you can count how many revolutions or whatever it makes in a minute. I could probably figure up RPM on it if I had to, and the diameter of that pulley and the diameter of that pulley. I think we're just going to stick a belt on it and see what it looks like though. So I'll catch you guys up when I got a belt out here and something to show you. Well, we got us a belt. That thing's smoking real bad. If you remember, I forgot to shut the oiler off. It got a lot of oil in the cylinder. It's a 4-inch wide belt, 14 feet overall length. I was real nervous it was going to run that sheller too fast, but I think that's perfect. Let's play. I took the hand crank off of it. It's tracking okay. See how fast that's turning? That's pretty slow. That ain't bad. Pretty happy with that. Well, as you've seen, it's a pretty good success. So there's a lot of sentimental value in this setup right here. For one, the engine I got from my grandfather. The sheller came from my grandfather, and now my father owns it. The belt came from the boys I grew up with. I might as well have been part of their family. That belt came off of their family tractor. Their grandpa bought the tractor. It's still on the farm now. Their dad runs it, and the boys run it too. And when I say boys, I mean, hell, they're in their 30s and 40s now. So the belt was their grandfather's, and the splice, their dad, who calls me his adopted son, their dad got me the splice, and the old boy lives down the road from them, helped me to splice it together, showed me how to do all that tonight. So you know, those two guys have been mentors to me for a lot of years. So there's a lot of sentimental value in this setup right here. And I think that's what draws me to this old stuff a lot. It's connecting with, you know, a generation gone by. It means a lot to me to work on this stuff with the guys that I get to work on and talk about this sort of stuff. So I think that's what it's a big draw for me anyhow. That's all I got, guys. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button. You want to see me working on this sort of stuff. I got that 51 plow put back together, and I need to get that boat in the garage and get it worked on too. I need to get a paint job on that. It is mechanically, it's ready to go. It just needs a paint job. Click that subscribe button, you get to see all them videos. Until the next video, keep on tinkering.